Let me allow to start with the European Constitution. In the very first page, I think that you are familiar with Constitution, it's our Constitution. There are three cohesions as the main goal of the European Union: the social cohesion, the economic cohesion, and territorial cohesion. And I will use these three cohesions to say only one sentence, which could be the message of our conference. And this is allocation of jobs. Allocation of jobs. Allocation of jobs means something to do for the social cohesion, for the economy, and it is based on the territory, on planning, foresight. So it is really the need. And I think that we do not have any more time, and we have to start now. We already started. So it is regarding this conference, and again, thank you for all of the participants. All of the speakers were, all of the speeches, all of the presentations were on the very high level, frankly speaking. And what is important? Important message is also we have to do the plan, we have to do the foresight, we have to do the program. We, as the citizens of the European Union, we are now preparing the program for the programming period 2014-2020. It's a lot of work, and we have to finish the draft until December this year. And it is also important to manage the process of plan. We have to start. It is always the political decision to start with planning. For example, if I'm preparing, when I was starting the preparation with my colleagues, the Ljubljana strategic plan and land use plan, it started with the official signature of my mayor. And of course, Mayor Jankovic is strongly supporting the plan for the most beautiful city on the world, and you can imagine how easy is the work of planners to make the conditions and to manage the most beautiful city in the world. But really the planning process, to start, to finish, to monitor, it is very important. And this is very similar activity, the planning activity and the foresight activity and the programming activity and so on. And we have to have the goals, the objectives and the targets, because we have to improve the living condition, the conditions for working, for traveling, under the principles of sustainable transport, of course, for living, for recreation, for culture, and so on. And I think it is very important, this regarding Europe, again, this new urban dimension of the cohesion policy 2014-2020. And I'm very happy together with Blaž that Mr. Weigl agreed that we will organize the follow-up of this conference, because next spring this new legislation, changing and amendments of the European Regional Fund, European Social Fund, and so on, will pass the Parliament. And it's very important also our message, what will be set in October or in November to the members of the Parliament in Brussels. And in a few words, under the principle of the geographic concentration and the thematic concentration, we could use many funds for some certain projects, because we cannot anymore atomize our power into many different small projects like we are doing sometimes too serious in Slovenia now, when we're developing 210 municipalities and not manage large-scale projects which are extremely important for for our country, and the cities and regions will play a very important role. And this is something very new. I remember the debate, how developed debate, and Commissioner Hahn from the Commission for Regional Development is very keen, he is very smart, and he himself, he understands how important is the role of cities and regions in this procedure. So, also what is very important that I will tell to you this again, we will start now the process of the Ljubljana Forum Award 2013, so next year we will give the award to the best projects, maybe which allocate a lot of jobs to young generation in Southeast Europe. And the president of the jury, Professor Boris Podreka, who cannot come, last year present in his speech how important is this identity of European cities and regions, identity of the Danube countries, identity of the European cities. And of course, this jury we will work strongly also on that point of view. So I will finish now. From the point of view of the Ljubljana, Ljubljana is the municipality, but it's not only the municipality. Ljubljana is the seat of is the biggest city in Ljubljana urban region, and it is also, Ljubljana is the part of the metropolitan European growth area, not very big metropolitan area, but with the traffic problems like every metropolitan area in Europe, and is the capital of Slovenia, is the main city of Slovenia, and of course it is quite important city and crossroads between 4 European macro-regions: the Alpine region, the Mediterranean Europe, the Southeast Europe, and the Central Europe or Pannonian Plain. And this area is much, much bigger than 20,657 square kilometers of Slovenia. And this is our main competitive advantage, this geographical or geostrategic position. But again, what is our task now? I believe that we have to allocate the jobs, and we have to prepare the process to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Miran. First, a few times you heard that we have the most beautiful country, which is not really true. It could always be most beautiful. But there is one thing that currently we face a lot of pessimism in our country. So I hope that you don't mind if we a few times recall this being the beautiful. But nevertheless, whatever cities we visit, we go, and countries that we cooperate with all of you throughout Millennium Project, with Miran that we go, every place is really beautiful, starting from Baku to Zurich or to Podgorica or to other places, and we learn. So what you bring here to us also, your messages, how you design your cities, your country, is of great, great relevance. So in 2 days, we were more than 140. We were from 29 countries in those 2 days, and there were around 50 presentations. So please, I would like to apologize if I would not now go into the substance of all those presentations. But we have a great team behind. There were 10 volunteers working on what says somebody, and all this will bring on into the concluding report that we will deliver to all of you. Okay, so that's about content-wise. Second, I would go a little bit back, and I would like to really express a big thank to the city of Ljubljana and Miran. We designed together the Ljubljana Forum concept, but first of all, it would not be possible if there would not be a political will. Because we are like a foresighters with Jerome Glenn, with Milan, with Ocean Saritas today, but if the starting point is not recognized by political will, we can just dream about it. Nice wish, good talks, but nothing happened. So really, again, big thank to Miran that took over then and initiated inside of the city of Ljubljana as a chief urban planner, really a big support of the city of Ljubljana that we create this together. Thank you, Miran. So together we move on. Yesterday we initiate a living lab laboratory. So it's not only an event now, Ljubljana Forum, it's about us, it's about multi-stakeholders. So first of all, and if you recall how we open it, we press the button, 4 of us. It was a municipality, it was a business sector, HELA, and it was a research. So also Simon was not there, I was looking for him, because he's an NGO, so it means 4 stakeholders. And that's what it's about. About those 4 stakeholders, we'll move on and take care for Living Lab. What does it mean? From event to event, we would have new solutions, demonstration, and what is important, business application. It should, what Miran mentioned before and what it was already said, if we do not at the end of the day create new jobs, we really didn't fulfill our mission. So that's our core business, and what we focus around is, this year was energy efficiency, always online. There are at least five themes to be discussed next year, but I would just quote a few ones. One is on smart transport, on water, on business zones. So just to highlight a few of them. Do not hesitate to come across, to suggest the topics, and the board will evaluate them when we will design the next year's agenda. So with that, I would conclude. I would express my deep gratitude to all of you to be with us, to share your knowledge. I learned a lot, personally. I learned really a lot. And I look forward to see many of you next year. Thank you very much. Thank you.